Hey, good morning, you guys. How is everybody doing? Y'all, it is storming. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. It looks like it's getting ready to be like a tornado. I guess I need to go ahead go get back in bed. I like to be in the bed when it storms. I probably should have waited to come on another time. Hey, the Black Barbie. Um, yeah. Yeah, it is storming so bad. Hey, Tyranny. Hey, Mr. Parker. You know what? I slept really good because it stormed and it rained last night. Hey, Pumpkin Pooh. And it's storming. It looks like it's a tornado out there. So it looks like we're getting a lot of summer, whatever is going on in some of these other states. Hey, King Deshaun. Yeah, it's dark outside and it's strong. I was like, uh, I was like, oh, I hope nothing goes out. You know how that is. Be quiet, Remy. I started to just upload a video. Hey, your choice towing. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back in bed because I love to stop. I love to be in bed when it rains like this. Some people scared of the storm. I love the storm. I always did. Hey, Leo. Remy, you can't look. You can't sit over my head and bark. No, that's the rain. Be quiet. It's pitch black. Like it's night. I know it is pitch black, and I love every minute of it. Coffee and bed and soup. That's what I'm gonna do sometime. I'm gonna warm me up some chicken noodle soup. Um, yeah. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about Pastor Ricky Floyd. I know a lot of people, um, we are kind of everybody speculated, right, about what had possibly happened to Pastor Ricky Floyd and if he knew the lady. I think I spoke about Pastor Ricky Floyd he was always pretty passionate anyways, right? Well now, the young lady is saying, I think everybody felt like because of how it happened, because, people brought up, um, he was out at the bar and grill, and it is a bar. It was a restaurant. Um, Hold on, you all. They thought that they would love her. She's saying that she said she never knew him. Right. Hold on 1 second.
With clients with AI assistant. I can find
So I think everybody speculated because nobody knew. I think when the truth starts to come out, just like the salacious stuff is put out into the atmosphere, I think the truth put out the truth as we start to learn it.
Gun and conceals it behind her back. This is exactly what the public is scared of.
This woman accused of killing Pastor Ricky Floyd denied a reduced bond during her bail hearing this morning. Memphis police say 42-year-old Samantha Marion shot Floyd after an argument at a bar. She's currently being held on a $100,000 bond. Her attorneys claim this was a case of self-defense, but WRAG's Kwame Wilburn explains why prosecutors disagree.
But there are also serious public safety concerns, and I find that the $100,000 bond is reasonable in the situation.
During her bail hearing Friday morning, Judge John Marshall decided to keep Samantha Marion's bond at $100,000. Marion is facing a voluntary manslaughter charge after allegedly shooting and killing Pastor Ricky Floyd. According to the affidavit, the two had gotten into an argument inside a South Memphis bar that spilled outside.
That's public safety concern. And it is exactly what we were trying to have people will not do.
Marion's attorney confirms she had never met Floyd before this incident. Judge Marshall says the court finds that unless it is self-defense, anytime a gun is pulled and shot, it is an act of violence that puts the community at risk.
This is another act of gun violence in our city.
Prosecutors argued Marion's bond should not be lowered due to public safety, and they believe the likelihood of conviction is good. She says the surveillance video details what happened.
Go home. It's 1:17. Go to your children. But no. She gets a gun, conceals it behind her back, gets out of the car, and starts approaching Mr. Floyd, telling him not to approach.
What the state failed to mention was that she was following into the parking lot. That her phone was taken from her hand and thrown from her. She was brutally assaulted inside and outside of the bar.
Marion's attorneys, John Keith Perry and Kevin Macy, say Marion is a mother of four who has never had any run-ins with the law. Perry says they believe this is a classic case of self-defense.
This was a person she had never met before. The information about her following him with some video is totally inaccurate.
Reporting for your news leader, Quinter Woolborn, WREG News, Channel 3.
A case we'll be watching closely, and Marion is due back in court to.
Okay, so I mean, now it's all starting to come out. There was some type of passionate argument that they had for whatever reasons, you know. Like I said, Pastor Ricky Floyd was very passionate. Hey, be quiet. You know, he would be on social media sometimes going back and forth with people, and we'll go live and call him out. Okay, but as I've always said, even in the very beginning, the people at his church, he made sure that their businesses were successful. He was definitely out in the community. He always he believed in donating to Black businesses. He believed in financial literacy. He always gave financial literacy classes. He ensured that the people that went to his church, if they had businesses, that his congregation he made sure that they patronized that business first, which is why like I said, the majority of the people at his church, their businesses are very, very successful, right? So hey, I hate all of this happen. Right. She not his side piece. Listen, there was a lot of rumors because you know I was talking to, I ain't gonna even lie. I ran into one of the officers that I knew the other day. And as a matter, it might have been yesterday. Was it yesterday that I saw him or the day before? And he, but hey, you know, as things start to develop, you know, she started to talk, more things start to come out, then people start to know, right? She never knew him. And Black Barbie did say that. She might have been, you know, Black Barbie said it the first day, when I talked about it, that she might have just been ready to knock somebody down. When he started to walk backwards, she probably didn't know who he was, right? Just because he was well known, you know, she may not have known who he was. She probably was drunk. But as I had always said, he was not a threat to her. So why did she shoot him? She was mad because he threw the phone down. Just because somebody throw your phone down, it does not mean that they pose a immediate threat to you. Okay, so what she needed to have done was call the police, you know, maybe file a lawsuit or something like that. She would have came out better doing that, but instead she decided to take the law into her own hand. She wanted to use that gun, and she didn't know who he was. And so now she knows who he is. And so now I'm hearing that she's in the jail on suicide watch. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Well, a lot of people around Memphis knows him, Willis. A lot of people that's in, you know, especially within the church community. He was always on TV. He was always out doing things within the community. So Yeah. So she probably didn't know him. But even whether she knew him or not, he didn't pose it. He was not a threat to her. If somebody throw your phone down, you jaw them. You jaw their ass. But you can't just shoot somebody, just because you want to play bad. And so now she on suicide watch. Okay. Those are the consequences. So here's my thing. Because there's been some people that I wanted to lay down permanently. But I have to think about the consequences of laying somebody down permanently that's not a threat to my person. Now, the person that came to my door, I could have laid them down. I might would have had some problems though, because at that point I didn't have stuff documented. Now I'm gonna lay a bitch down and they come to my door because they're a threat to my person. Okay, and I ain't gonna worry about the rest. But if somebody walk up to me, yeah, you think you some blah 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 with their funky breath and shit all up in my face, and they push me, I don't have right to shoot them if they just push me with their hand. I gotta, but they gonna get their ass tore out the frame though. Now that's a woman and he was a man. I'm not saying that I don't know why the argument started. I wish when he got in his car, he had went on, but maybe he got out to try and talk to her and say, listen, sister, I'm sorry. I'm a pastor, blah, blah, blah. But she had that gun behind her back and said, don't walk towards me. How you gonna tell somebody who ain't got no weapon not to walk towards you? When he started backing up and throwing his hands up in the air, that means he surrendered. Why you shoot him, lady? Now you find out he a pastor and he's well known in the community. You want to be on suicide watch. You talk about your 4 kids. Well, you should have, it's just some things you can't do. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying everything that he did was right. What I'm saying is he was not a threat to her person. Okay. She said, I heard that they argue in the building about Thaddeus Matthews. Thaddeus was his friend. So she might have knew who he was because he did preach at Thaddeus' funeral and wanted to talk about Thaddeus. Ricky Floyd, he was not going, he was going to speak what he felt. Okay. So when he probably should not have even entertained him. Right. So, hey, she got $100,000 bond. They could sell some fish plates. They can sell some fish plates and get that bond. They can go and take the bond and come to $5,000 and then finance the other $5,000. Whoever co-signed for it that's got a damn job. Okay, so she'll be out. She'll probably be out. Because her mama did a interview. They say she up in there on suicide watch. I just wish the young lady would have thought about it. I don't know if she was drunk or whatever. I don't know. But I think people use like being drunk and being high as an excuse to do a lot of things, because I've seen people drunk and they might get the fight, but they know not to shoot nobody. Hell, even being drunk, if you shoot somebody, your ass is going to jail. And as a matter of fact, more people are shot by folks that ain't drunk. Okay. So, okay. I just felt like since, it went national and people were saying that everybody was speculating, especially with him being out at 1, in which he had a right to be. We don't know what the arrangements are with him and his wife. She trusts him. Okay. I get, everybody is different. Maybe that's a place. Maybe he was there earlier and got caught up talking to somebody and ended up being there till 1. I don't know. But what I do know is that he was arguing with somebody and not having a weapon. You know, hey, that person is not a threat to your person. Unfortunately, he's lost his life. Hey, I wish, evidently he felt comfortable being there. He had investments in a lot of businesses. Who's to say he didn't have an investment in that one? He definitely invested in a lot of African American businesses. That's what he did, to help the businesses. So I don't know. I really hate that for his family, for him. I hate that the young lady made that decision out of anger, because that's what it was. We anybody would be angry that somebody threw their phone down. I would. You throw my phone down and smash it. I'm gonna be angry. We gonna fight. We're gonna go ahead and fight. But see, I come from okay, never nothing. So, like I said, she said she didn't know him, and that's what she said. Rather it's true or not, hey, I have to go by. He's not here to talk. She says that she didn't know him. I guess her defense is now I didn't know him and I was in fear for my life. I didn't know him, who he was, what he was going to do. He was aggressive towards me. I was in fear for my life. Okay. Just a sad situation all the way around. If it's about opinions on his fine, then that's another death of our people behind some words. That's true. Let's get y'all get the likes up. If you are a man of God, you should know of not meaning nothing about saying that. I don't know him, but my 25-year-old son knows him and his wife Sheila from church visiting, plus a musician. I had seen him last Saturday. He said to me, "Brother, you don't love me no more." We laughed and I said, "I love you, Pastor. He was a good man." Yeah. I was told his house was like 12 minutes away. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he and his wife lives like in the downtown. As a matter of fact, he and his wife lives like in the downtown area. And it's a lot of money downtown. So, um as a matter of fact, that's where the money is. So, that's the area that they lived in. Um yeah, that's where the money at. I was downtown yesterday. I was going past the FedEx Forum and I see all of these kids. Y'all know it's spring break. I see all these white kids hanging over the railing of and just screaming. And then I look and I see like some security guards walking across the street. I see this real tall, long, lanky. He was cute, handsome guy with a ponytail, um, walking across the street. He was walking across the street from the FedEx Forum, and the kids was going crazy. Now I don't look at NBA basketball like I used to, okay? Because they got too little girly. I loved NBA basketball when Shaq and Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones and all of them, Byron Scott, all of them played. That's old school, right? They didn't mind Charles Barkley. They didn't mind, they didn't cry when somebody knocked them to the ground. Okay. I like those hard fouls. When they started, ooh, you hit me, wearing dresses and shit to practice. I don't want to look at no mess like that. But I saw him walking across the street, and the way that the little kids was going crazy, and the folks, the white people was going crazy. I was like, and as tall as he is, I said, I know he an NBA player. That's his name, Keon Martin. Let me look and see. Now, Keon Martin played back in the time when I was looking at NBA basketball. Now, Keon, I like Keon. That's all I'm gonna say. He was cute. Okay. I got to look up who that guy was, who that basketball player was. I know he was because I know they had been practicing because he had security around him, and the kids was going crazy. Uh, it might have been that Brandon Clark. It might have been that guy looked lighter than him though. It might have been that Brandon Clark guy. Yeah, that's who it was. Because he had the hair in a ponytail. That's exactly who it was. That's him. Um, it says whatever he was doing, that wife knows her husband. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that lady didn't have a right. Yeah, I think that's who it was, right? That guy right there. I think that's who that was walking across that street. Um, hey Tim, I'm trying to change the subject, Miss. Oh my goodness. Let me just say this. Listen, whatever, Mr. Parker. Listen. I've never had as it relates to skin tones with guys. I don't have a preference. As far as what I like, I've always felt like brown skin guys were very sexy when they had a brown skin. That's sexy to me. But I don't have a choice. I don't have a. um Kawana says, hey T, I'm not trying to change the subject. T our prophet. Speaking on Dolph case. I don't think Govan's trial has changed. I don't know though. Uh as far as I know, Govan goes to trial in, is it June? I think he goes to trial in June. The Black Barber says, I am not crazy about light skin, but he is nice to look at. I just know he was it was a real tall guy walking across the street. And with the way that the kids, I forget the name of that. What's the name of that restaurant where you can sit outside? It's directly across the street from the FedEx Forum. And the way he had security around him, and he was real tall with a ponytail. And the way that it was a lot of it's spring break, so it was a lot of the white kids looking at him like going crazy as he was walking. He was walking over to that restaurant directly from the FedEx Forum. And the only reason I noticed it was because the car started slowing down in front of me. So I figured he must, as tall as he is, he got to be a Grizzlies player. And he was walking across from the FedEx Forum. So Anyways, you guys, rest in peace to Ricky Floyd. Listen, my heart goes out to his family, his wife. I used to always go to his wife's conferences, her women conferences. They was just really inspiring. She always had a lot of successful women there giving out nuggets. I didn't get a chance to go last year. She probably is not going to have one this year. I don't know. But hey, she was always real down to earth. I do believe that they are from like Oakland, California, and they migrated to Memphis many years ago. But my heart goes out to her family. I do know her daughter-in-law, Brittany. I know her daughter-in-law, Brittany. So their daughter-in-law. So, like I said, my heart goes out to them. I hate that because, like I said, it's something when I kept saying to myself, I was like, dog, it seems like everybody at Pastor Ricky Floyd's church is very successful. And his church was around the Fraser area because he made sure of that. I was there when a young lady who used to have a show on my network invited him to do the show. And I mean, he was putting out nuggets even then as it relates to financial literacy. And then he told her, young lady, I appreciate you for having me as a guest on your show. I'm going to sow a seed. And that man cashed after her right then and there because she had to pay me a fee every month to be on TV. And he cashed out her right then and there and paid her fee for the month to be on TV. So she was having him as a guest on her show. And then he turned around and sowed a seed into her for having him. So that was a blessing. He didn't charge her. He actually blessed her. So I always remembered that. Like I said, it was just a bless. I feel like since the truth is coming out and we all kind of speculated, because we didn't know. I think as we put out that, or it was put out, because I don't think I ever said that was his mistress. I just said it was weird. Okay. But I think as the truth and stuff start to come out, I think it's only right to start, because he has a wife, he has children. She said she didn't know him. So it's only right to put out there what this lady is saying. I didn't know him. Okay. He was there at the bar and they got into it. Somebody says that they were saying that they was arguing about Thaddeus Matthews, which means that she knew exactly who he was because he preached that he was Thaddeus Matthews' pastor. He preached at his funeral. Okay, so she should have thought about her 4 children, because she could have, like they say, he could have walked away. She could have too. When he got back out of his car, he had already thrown her phone down because she was, from my understanding, she trying to say now that she did not. She putting it's some lies in the game. She telling some lies now. She's trying to say now that she was not walking behind him, recording him. She telling a lie. She's telling a lie about that. She was walking behind him, recording him, threatening to distort his image. Okay. Now, lady, don't tell no lies now. You want to be on. Mr. Parker says a lot of folks was in the chat the other night saying she was his side chick, shaking my head. Thank you, Mr. Parker, for the $4.99 super sticker. I really appreciate your support of the show, Mr. Parker. Hey, the realty. You can fear a man and not be his side bitch. Well, I don't think she feared him like that because remember now, they said that the guy that was with her got in between both of them. He had to pull both of them apart. So she ain't no damn victim. Because if I fear somebody, I'm gonna be trying to get the hell away from them. Ain't nobody gonna have to step in between us to pull us apart. Remember, the guy that was with her stepped in between them to pull them apart. if they was arguing about that, is evidently she had an issue. She recognized Pastor Floyd and had an issue with him preaching his funeral. Yeah, I saw that. Let me pull up her mother. Her mother was on the news. Let me pull up her mother. Now, y'all, this is what her mother says.
Ever invented. We've hired Humpty Dumpty.
No.
Yes, no cracks. That's because the Gel Flex Grid is soft where you want it and firm where you need it. Visit purple.com or a store near you.
So would I just invoice you all?
At 5, the mother of Samantha Marion, the woman charged in connection to the shooting death of Pastor Ricky Floyd, is breaking her silence tonight on behalf of her daughter. She didn't want us to show her face, but she does want everyone to know that her heart goes out to the pastor's family, and her heart also breaks for her family to see her daughter behind bars.
Things are calm in this Whitehaven neighborhood where Samantha Marion lives, a far cry from the chaos the night before, miles away here in South Memphis, where the 42-year-old was taken into custody and later charged in connection to the death of Pastor Ricky Floyd. Since being arrested, no one except for family has heard from Samantha, so we went to the family home. Samantha's mom answered at the McPherson Road home she shares with her daughter. Although a bit hesitant, she eventually opened the front door before opening up about the one moment that forever changed the lives of many.
I'm sorry that there has been a death. I'm sorry for the family.
While also voicing concerns for her child.
This is not my daughter's character. And she was defending herself and maybe in her mind was defending the two friends she was with.
According to a police affidavit, Pastor Floyd became, quote, irate and aggressive towards all three. Her friends seen here embraced her. As one told detectives, she tried getting between Floyd and Samantha when it's alleged the pastor began walking towards the woman who would later allegedly fire that single fatal round.
Anybody in any situation, when you become afraid, you become afraid. And fear, will drive you to that. And she had to be awfully scared.
Samantha's mom, who was visibly upset, then lowered her head while putting her hand over her heart before delivering a message to her daughter, who she tells us is currently on suicide watch in jail.
She needs to continue to have faith in God and know that we love her and we're praying for her.
Is faith those who knew Pastor Floyd are also leaning on.
We just gotta stay in prayer for each other, watch, the scripture says, as well as pray.
Samantha's mother telling us, of course, she understands the pastor's family is grieving. She's grieving as well, she went on to tell us. She's hopeful her daughter will be able to return to the community she's called home her entire life sooner rather than later. Reporting for your news leader, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
I mean, but of course her mother would say that. Nobody is mad at her mom for backing her daughter. That's what mothers do. And you can hear the sorrow in her mother's voice and the hurt and the pain. Yeah. So nobody is mad at her mom because that's what moms do. I tell you, it's sad. It really is. It's just a sad situation all the way across the board. Lord have mercy. I hate this. I hate this. I really hate it. I hate that. All of that knowledge. paid. I hate this. Okay. I want to talk about a young man in Covington. Okay. He was arrested for, hold on. He was arrested, suspect identified by social media handle, Covington police says.
20-year-old Jamarius McInnes is behind bars and facing charges after allegedly sexually assaulting underage girls. Police say his victims are between the ages of 12 and 15.
Tonight, the Covington chief speaks only to Fox 13, breaking down the steps it took to arrest this suspect. Fox 13 Sierra Jordan joins us live from the Pullman precinct. Sierra, so how did police find the suspect?
Darcy, Covington police identified the suspect from his nickname on social media. Now, Chief Donna Turner says the suspect not only targeted underage girls in Covington, but also across the Mid-South region. Now, this is what we know so far. Last year in November, Covington police received a complaint regarding a sexual assault in the city. Detectives investigated the complaint and found multiple potential female victims between the ages 12 to 15 across Tipton County. Police say the victims identified the suspect as Jamarius McInnes from his social media nickname as Bando. Today, an arrest warrant was issued for Bando at a private residence on Simpson Street in Covington. That is when police arrested McInnes, charging him with rape of a child. Chief Donna Turner says so far they discovered at least 5 underage girls and believes there may be more victims.
Various avenues of the relationship. So some could be grooming, some could be photographs being sent, but anything that is electronic like that also, we work with the federal authorities as well. And so we're just getting started really on this one. But this one was a case that we knew that we needed to get it out to identify victims.
Now, Chief Turner says the suspect was on an out-of-state probation for an alleged weapon charge. He is scheduled to be in court on Tuesday. Now, coming up, Chief Donna Turner's message to the community about this investigation. Darcy and Daryl.
That is Fox 13 Sierra Jordan reporting live tonight. Thank you so much, Sierra.
Lord Jesus, y'all. It's getting worse and worse as it relates to men and women that are feeling a need to mess around with children. You know, I was looking at, there was a school teacher, 39 years old, that just had a baby with a 12-year-old student. Y'all, what's going on? You know, what is it called? Bestiality is becoming extremely prevalent. People are saying, you know, it was always prevalent, but trust me when I tell you, it is definitely prevalent, and it's so sad because it's happening with a lot of the younger, you know, generation. It's just a lot of stuff going on. I never thought, I've seen a whole lot of stuff, but I would have to say, I think in my years of working with, you know, for law enforcement agencies and stuff, I think it definitely gets worse. You know, it used to be it gets better later. It's getting worse. I don't really know. It's a demonic force in the atmosphere because, you know, you see now people call themselves selling drugs and they own them themselves, you know, so all of them a bunch of damn crackheads. So now it appears that there's a trend. If a girl or a man, they can't pay their debt, or if they want a little something, because y'all know crack is back, is coming back in. You know, it ain't no money circulating, so crack is on the rise again. You know, they had to start making fun of crack. They can't afford nothing else. All these folks talking about some of these people's on cocaine. They ain't never been on no cocaine because they couldn't afford it. Okay, they always really been on crack, and now they back on that real nickel dime crack. Because they ain't got no money to buy nothing else, no fentanyl or nothing else, which is why they was breaking into pharmacies. But now what's going on is that they have an appetite. It used to be when a woman or a lady couldn't pay her debt or she wanted some crack, she would sell her body. Now they on drugs so bad. A lot of these young folks, a lot of these old ass bitches, you an old ass nigga and you into stuff like that, you pathetic anyways with your old stupid ass. Okay, I can't stand no old fool. I talks bad about them. Okay, and so because you ought to get some damn wisdom as your old ass get older and wrinkled up with arthritis and shit. Okay, and so now they have an appetite. They want to see, if you want this, I want to see you suck off this dog. They want to see what it's like to see people having relations with animals. Y'all, this is what's going on. So now they torturing the animals like that. And because people have put drugs in a high place, they doing anything for it. These folks ain't worth a damn now. Ain't worth shit. And they coming sicker and sicker and sicker. And it's really sad to me that a lot of these sick folks are taking out people that's got wisdom in them and at least some type of common sense knowledge can help. Really, because I think about Ricky Floyd. Regardless of whatever his flaws was, he was helping a lot of people. You got some people that does nothing but destruction. How come they ain't killing them? Okay, I'm not wishing that, but I'm just saying, shit. Folks, let them live. Ain't never been good for nothing. Ain't did nothing good for nobody, and never will. Well, he cheated on his wife with a woman. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know if he was or not, but it's better he was cheating with a woman than a damn man and a dog. But they want the ones that's around here screwing these animals. And man, we gonna take video of that. Ladies, I wouldn't want a man that was that dirty. If he have an appetite to see a woman at her lowest because she is on some type of narcotic and he want to record her screwing an animal, I wouldn't want him. He ain't to be trusted. Not even around his own children. He is subject to do anything. So people get mad at me. They always have. I worked for the police department for a long time. Okay. And so when they say, well, you just ain't sensitive, y'all don't know the shit I've seen that they can't even show on TV. Do y'all know what people do? It's so much stuff that go on that they can't put on TV because of privacy laws and stuff. For many years when I walked in that police department, especially when I was working for MPD, when I got up there on that 11th floor, before when I got to work, the women would be laying out. Women would be laying out, sitting out, almost down the hall because of crimes. At nighttime, because I worked at night, the second shift, I worked the Charlie shift. At nighttime, you would have to have because with the children sex crimes, they have a whole division by themselves. Those investigators will have to come back in every night because of what they was doing to children. And it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. These folks doing so much stuff. There are crimes that used to be up under just regular prosecutors that they having to make fed. They making federal. So these motherfuckers can do a lot of time. And I ain't got no issues with it. So we have a word, black man. What about these victims? Ain't nobody making no black man go and rape children and women. Them bitches gonna have to pay. Instead of promoting them. If you're a family member, you need to be trying to get them some help. If it's a damn sickness, you need to be trying to get them some help. Because I really think they ought to be tossed in the lake. Okay? So don't come to me talking about you'll never make me feel guilty. When you get to talking about black men or black women, that is destroying the future of our people, that comes first to me. If your ass sick, get you some damn help. That's a sickness to want children. It's a sickness. You know how many times I've seen little girls going through puberty and stuff, coming there just shaking. Baby, you want some water? They can't even hold the water in their hand because of the trauma an old ass motherfucker just put her through. She walking home from school, but he a black man. Well then, motherfucker, if you're a black man and you standing up for black men, you need to be standing up for your women and children. Ain't no black man got no business as much as ass as women giving away. Why are they wanting to take something? That's traumatizing. You got women trying to get their ass away for a dime. And you want to go and take something and traumatize a child and a baby and a woman that don't want your ass. So it's a lot of people got the game messed up. So that's why when I sit here, well, Miss T, you ain't got no heart. I got plenty of heart. I have a heart for victims. I have a heart for people that are traumatized. I have a heart for the wrongly accused, because there are some people that are wrongly accused. But I ain't got no heart for no predator. I don't care what his race is. And I think that's why people don't take our community seriously. Because we messed up. We double-minded. We want some justice. Okay, now they just locked him away for 50 years. They just want to have lock of black mans up. Folks laugh at us. We can't uphold what's wrong. If you don't want the police to get them, how come there's not a system in place to ensure that there is some justice done? First of all, ain't nobody even got no business, especially if they come up out the hood feeling comfortable enough to commit no crimes like that up in the hood. It's something going on. Because I was thinking about, y'all know, it's funny because my cousin Tiffany called in one night, Tiffy, and I was telling y'all about how Tiffany, a lot of my family live around the Tulane area, right? And so they was at that Walmart at that time. Tiffy was going through some things, and that's when it was all on the news. This white guy, this Chinese woman, they was in that area around the damn Tulane area. I remember a time that wouldn't have been able to fly, but everybody is so messed up on drugs, they just on autopilot. They was kidnapping. You want to go to, I got a church, you want to go with me to get baptized? And but what they was doing, it was some type of organ thing going on. That's what they was doing. They was being escorted into the black community. They felt comfortable because they had a cuckabug head with them, escorting them into the black community. That's how a lot of these crimes are able to happen to a lot of innocent black people, especially by others, because you get them a nickel and they will escort them into the black community and make them feel safe, right? So when people start talking about they mad at the police, they need to be mad at themselves, because there ought to be a system in place where ain't nothing, there's going to be some repercussions for something like that happening. So you don't want the police to take him to jail. It ain't no system in place to ensure nothing like that happens. So really, they just want all the criminals to get off, because the truth of the matter is a lot of them be secretly on the same shit, will do anything for a damn nickel. I ain't never liked nobody that'll do anything for $1. It ought to be something that your corny ass won't do for some money. Right? So that's why when I got on here and they was talking about, this and that with the Dolph case, I said, eat the shit out of my motherfucking ass. I ain't never did anything for a damn dime. You bitches came up out the motherfucking sewer, not me. I'm on the truth, because I know I got the pipeline to the motherfucking truth. Why you think they stay looking at my damn vlog? You can't pay me. I gets out and makes money. I ain't come up out the fucking sewer. But it's a damn shame that we've gotten so accustomed to doing anything. Yeah, I'll go and kill her for $800. You just put your whole damn family in danger. You think somebody gonna let you do something to me and not retaliate? When I tell you bitches, I got family that come up, that's in the street. And it's the same way with anybody. But people don't think about that because they do anything for $1. Okay? They do anything for $1. And so that's what's going on in our community. There's no loyalty to the community. There's nothing put in place because everybody can be bought out. Everybody bought out. Well, I gotta eat. Well, go work at Burger King. I ain't gonna work at no Burger King. They gonna see me flipping burgers. Nigga, you ain't even got nothing. You ain't got nothing. How you gonna be too proud to go flip a burger and you can't even buy yourself no damn draws? So that's why everybody can be bought out. That has to be a different mindset, a renewal of the mind as it relates to our community. We're going to hell in a hell basket. If I said that right. There ain't nothing put in place. We talk about crooked politicians. Okay? We talk about crooked politicians. But you know why we got crooked politicians? Because it ain't no repercussion. We like to be finessed. Tamara running for office. They ain't gonna vote for her. Why you ain't gonna vote for Tamara? She said she's gonna do this, and that. She's strong enough to do it. One thing we do know, she ain't gonna take no payouts. I just don't like her. She had always thought she was something. She don't stroke my ego. I like Mr. Watermelon over here. He stroked my ego. And stealing every dime that's supposed to come into the urban communities. That's the reason why we in the positions that we in, y'all. We got to have a renewal of the mind. Wrong is wrong. It ain't no way you can never make wrong right. And it's got to be some repercussions for wrong. Now, my heart goes out to Pastor Floyd. Regardless, Pastor Floyd, listen, Pastor Floyd wasn't none of my husband. Would I want my husband out, whether he was a pastor or not? I'm jealous. So now my husband can't be out at no bar at 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm going to be there with him sitting on his lap, or else he ain't going. But I'm a different woman. Pastor Floyd had a wife named Sheila. And so with Miss Sheila might have been comfortable with that. We don't know what he was doing out there. Just because it's something we wouldn't go for, hey, we don't know nothing about that. But what I do know is that he wasn't a threat to that lady's life. She didn't have no business killing him. That's what I do know. Just because he was a pastor, just because people feel like he wasn't supposed to be out at 1 o'clock in the morning, it does not justify what that lady did to him. That's why I said we have to have a renewal of the mind, because we get caught up in emotions. Well, he ain't have no business out anyways. We omit everything that the man has done. for the community. And so when we start to kill out all the people or let people kill all of the people that's really doing something for our community, that's helping our community, I mean, after a while, we're just going to be left with a bunch of jacklegs. Okay? That's what we're going to be left with because we're so emotionally messed up. We want to justify wrong because of our emotions, right? And so that dude right there, that let me tell y'all something. I've always felt a certain way about certain things. Okay, I'll never forget. And it's funny because it seemed like whenever I think about something, whenever I go revisit it, I could turn on like A&E American Justice or something like that, and then they'll be showing a story. It's just something how you think about it. Just goes to show how in tune we are to God. You think about something, and then it comes up, right? I'll never forget the situation that happened in Dallas where a young lady from Jamaica had came. Her sister and brother was over in the States working. She was 16 years old. She came from over in Jamaica over to the States because she wanted to be a doctor. So she wanted to get a better education. So evidently her brother had gotten some type of money. Her brother was acquainted with some dudes in Dallas. They all got in a huddle, knew about the money that the brother was getting or had gotten, and they decided that they was going to go and Remy, be quiet. They decided they was going to go and rob him. Well, when they went to rob him, nobody was there but the 16-year-old sister. Of course, y'all remember this. This was like 1995, 96. She heard them breaking into the house and called the police. She could be heard saying they coming in. She hid up under the bed. They found her. Instead of leaving the girl alone, they took the girl with them. Immediately, when they kidnapped the girl, pretty girl, 16 years old, they put her in the back of the car. They immediately start raping her while they taking her to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Okay? They started raping her while they was taking her to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. They kept her over a course of 3 days. The FBI got there just a little bit too late. Okay. Okay. When they saw the FBI was getting close, they said with their coward asses, we didn't have the guts to kill her, so we buried her alive. We didn't want to shoot her. We just couldn't, we had the guts to shoot her. So we just decided to put her in a grave and bury her. So the boys were caught. The FBI finally caught up with them. By the time they caught up with them, they told where the girl, they caught up with them. They told where the young ladies, they told where the young lady's grave was, and it was too. Y'all let me know if I'm still breaking up. So, anyways, she was dead in her grave, right? So they got the death penalty. Okay, so y'all know what the community did? They got to talking about, yeah, we know what they did to the girl was wrong. Hey, Miss Kitty, but them our black men's, they just want to kill our black men's. They got out there and they boycotted. They was found guilty, given the death penalty. That's why people don't respect us. That's why they don't respect us. Now we sit up and talk about the atrocities that's committed to our people in our community, but it's okay for them to torture a black girl like that, put her through that hell and bury her alive, and them bitches weren't supposed to get the death penalty. They should have got the firing squad on them. But that's why don't nobody take us seriously, because we're double-minded. Well, it's not okay. It's only a problem if white police officers had did that to the girl. But we're supposed to get the cuckabug heads a pass, right? That's why they don't about to take us seriously. That's why I say we got to have a mindset. I've been working in the criminal justice system too long. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been telling y'all that laws are getting changed. They putting more stuff up under federal laws. I knew then they was getting ready to start sending some of these Negroes up the river when they started saying auto thefts. Them federal prosecutors, that's the reason why they hiring more of them. They talking about they firing but they show hiring a whole lot of federal prosecutors to prosecute these Negroes. But guess what? They ass is gonna stop stealing cars. Okay? Or they're gonna be locked up in jail for a long time. They got a choice. So we can't say it's the white man's this if they asses don't want to stop stealing cars. Don't nobody go to work for these folks' sons to come and steal their cars. Don't nobody go to work for your son to come and walk up in their driveway with his gun, with his mask on, pointing at their camera, letting them know, yeah, I'm out here. His ass gonna be up there in that federal penitentiary because that's where they gonna send him. And he gonna do a whole lot of time. Because them federal prosecutors ain't playing. They rolling. So that's why I say it's got to be a renewal of the mind, okay? It's got to be a renewal of the mind. Thank you, nothing for the $20 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. So we can't uphold Junebug now. You grew up with Junebug, that's your family. You can love Junebug, but Junebug gonna have to go and he do stuff like that. Junebug got to pay for his crimes. Let me tell you something. I be hearing people talk about drug dealers and stuff like that. Let me listen. I'm not promoting selling drugs. Y'all don't sell no drugs, okay? But these folks that's selling weed and stuff. I mean, like I said, these dudes that's been in jail for years for selling weed, they ain't got no business in jail. Okay, they want to blame some of these drug dealers, and selling drugs is wrong. Okay, I don't agree with that, but they want to blame them. I mean, they couldn't sell drugs if folks didn't have codependent personalities. Your ass decided to go and try crack when you knew what crack was going to do to you. I had just wanted to try it. You saw what it did to 10 other folks, 10 other of your family members. You thought you was going to be different. Now you're a damn crackhead. You knew what it was going to do when you tried it. You could put the drug dealers out of business if you didn't buy no drugs. So you get mad at them because your ass got a codependent personality and you wanted to try something that you knew was going to get you sprung. See, I don't agree with putting blame where it should not be. Don't sell drugs. But hell, the drug dealers ain't making your ass get sprung out. Because when all them problems you got, you need to deal with them. Oftentimes they're caused by you anyways. And when you come down off of that high, you're going to have the same damn problems waiting and looking you in the face. So instead of being mad at the drug dealers, we need to teach these folks about dealing with their issues, dealing with your problems. We got to start teaching about it's okay to go get counseling in our community. That's something that we never, that's something that we shunned anyways. Because it's a lot of people that are traumatized from their childhood and it's not their fault. But being on drugs is a choice. Okay? So that's why I say there has to be a renewal of the mind. I was like, dog, he's so underrated. He was a worry was wrong because people probably gonna know who I'm talking about. And I was like, dog, he's so underrated. And I always liked his music. And I was listening to him do an interview, and he said, yeah, because just like drinking is a spirit or something. He said, because like when girls be getting drunk and stuff and shit, and they be passing out, and they wake up and they can't believe they had sex with all them different dudes. I said, that motherfucker is a predator. I said, he a predator. I've always had issues with that. You mean to tell me you think it's okay for y'all to run a train on a girl because she got drunk and passed out? Bitch, that's rape. And for so many years, they've always made the women feel like it was their fault. Well, you got drunk and you had sex with all of them. She a hoe. So she go and she get drunk. That's not responsible. But because she passed out and she is unconscious, it's okay for these guys to do this and then say she had sex with him. That's a predator. That's rape. Y'all, there has to be a renewal of the mind. You a damn bitch anyway. You's a freak. Anyways, I wouldn't want to be messing around with nobody that was drunk and inebriated. If a person funky drunk that they can't even stand up straight, your mind ought to tell you, I don't want none of that. That she drunk. She don't even know what she doing. Okay. Mr. Parker says one of the worst things that happened to our community is lack of dads in these homes. You're seeing the results of no dads and mothers having to be out in the home to work 2 to 3 jobs. I remember a girl I was in junior high school with. She was a pretty girl, and we all used to hang together. And she had cut school. It was 3 of them that had cut school, right? And they went with some high school boys. So when they went to the high school boys' house, they got drunk. And so she got so drunk, she told that they were supposed to take her home. And the girl that she went with, Latanya, with her 4-eyed ass. Okay, I never liked it anyways. She was two-faced. She said they told her to get out the car. She couldn't wait to come back and tell everybody everything. They said they told her to get out the car, buck teeth bitch. They told her to get out the car. Now she went. Y'all all supposed to be together. If you go out with somebody and they drinking, then somebody ain't supposed to drink because you supposed to be your sister's keeper. You to look out. Somebody gotta be conscious enough to see what's going on. And so so what ended up happening was they were supposed to take her home. She fell asleep in the car. They said they told her to get out the car. She didn't get out the car. And so they took her back to their house. And she said she said when she woke up, she was naked. And her vagina was hurt. Now we were in the 9th grade. So what they did was they raped her while she was passed out asleep. And she said that they was just laughing when she woke up. Y'all, it's something wrong. Okay, we've allowed people to get away with too much, and we want to blame the girl. She shouldn't have cut school. Let's go ahead and get to the bottom of that for the damaged women that ain't shit, that want to see other women hurt. Bitch, she shouldn't have cut school. Okay, she shouldn't have cut school. She shouldn't have went with the boys. All that. Okay, now we put all that into the atmosphere. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of everything. They didn't have no motherfucking business raping her. That was rape. If she didn't want to get out, they were supposed to pull out and sit on the sidewalk. Better yet, take her back to a friend's house that they knew. Here go your friend. She won't get out. We're going to have to leave her here with you. But they never should have raped her because that's what it was. So when are we going to start holding people accountable instead of always trying to uphold folks, or depending on who it is? Okay, we have issues with it. I remember when I was getting on here and I was saying, y'all, that guy messing with me. That dude is dangerous. Women didn't like me. They was loving seeing that man mess with me. I knew that guy was dangerous when I was filing them police reports on him. I said, y'all, that guy has done some things. When the police officer came and took that report, he said, give me his name. I knew him. He said, this him? The picture came up. He said, God damn, you got something to worry about for real. The investigator called me the next day. Said, we're going to watch him. We're going to watch him because there's some troubling stuff in his past, though. Some of this stuff look like it's been expunged, but it's never expunged to the police department. Folks was getting on here. He ain't doing nothing to her. She don't think she know they was mad. Bitch, I'm the queen. I know everything as it relates to the Dolph case, bitch. I can pat myself on the shoulder. You mad at me because I know the police? So they wanted to put out narratives. So they wanted that man. When I told y'all, I said, y'all, this girl reached out to me that used to be in my chat and said this dude told her to kill me. I had to put, she was willing to talk to the police. He told her to kill me. When I was going to the nail shop and I was going to Dillard's and trying on shoes, that's why I stopped putting it on the internet. She said he told her when she go get her toes done, she going to the Dillard's, figure out what Dillard's she go to, wait out in the parking lot, and kill her. Shoot her in the head. That's what he told her to do. That's what that blogger told that girl to do. So I was like, dog, you know. And when she kept reaching out to me, she said, I know you have a good heart, but he tried to gas me up to kill you. Please do something about it. And I said, well, why would he want you to kill? Why would he have an interest in you killing me? She said, well, and this what got the interest of the police, which is why they never took their eyes off of him. That's the reason why they said, look here, we got another issue too. He trying to get some people to go up in that cookie shop. And I don't know why that investigator told me that. That's the reason why them motherfucking bitches that was going sitting on that cookie shop lot, they didn't know how close they was with they old rotten asses to going to jail. He said, they trying to get somebody to go up into that cookie. He trying to get somebody to go up in that cookie shop and kill them people. We got another problem. How they tapped into that information, I don't know. He said, so we got another problem. The folks be sitting on here committing all types of crimes, don't know that the law watching them. Just sitting collecting to get enough so when their asses go to jail, they ain't getting out. Okay? I was like, wow. I told y'all what had happened. I told y'all what was going on. Folks was talking about I was I was a drama queen. I was over exaggerating, had other vloggers lying on me, coming at me. When he got that paperwork, when they went to his house, he lied. So he already knew that they was trying to serve him. So he started getting other vloggers. Y'all, it's so much stuff going on with that. I can't even talk about it because it's a lot going on with it. And he brought other vloggers into it. That's going sooner or later, it's gonna be justice served too. Okay. But when I asked her, I said, why would he want you to just kill me like that? Why? I never said anything about his children. The girl said, number one, it's two reasons. Number one, the people that he works for was got him coming at you. That's what piqued the interest of the police, because you have to understand this whole young Doss thing is really bigger than what people would think. Folks want to know what I know. Go ask the motherfucking police. Okay. Whatever investigation you want to know the police got going on, ask them what they got going on and leave me alone. Okay. Because it ain't gonna change nothing. What I know or don't know, it ain't gonna change a damn thing. Okay. Number one. Number two, it was just other stuff. Okay. It was other stuff, which was really weird to me. And it made me know that this person was really, really dangerous, right? So, but you had people, because I guess they didn't like my personality for whatever reasons. That's why I'm gonna teach these women that's got these jobs. I'm teaching them a lesson, and I can teach them a lesson because they violated federal laws. Bitch, when you ain't got no career and you starving, if you ever come back up again, bitch, you ain't gonna be so jealous of another woman that you let a man send you out that ain't got shit to give you. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I know I got into a whole lot of other stuff. I'm gonna have to cut that out because I get around here, I get to saying too much, and you never let the enemy know nothing. It gives them time to strategize. But bitch, I give you enough to know I ain't forgot about you, hoe, and you're gonna have to pay retribution, okay? All you motherfucking jealous ass bitches on here that was involved. Anyways, you guys, rest in peace to Ricky Floyd. Okay, rest in peace to Ricky Floyd. I hate all of this happened. Okay, and I'm happy they're starting to put the spotlight on what is going on as far as these minors and stuff. These men feeling comfortable enough to think that they can hurt our children. That just can't happen. Right? That just can't happen. Yep. Anyways. I would drop the link, but I know they in the bushes waiting for me to drop it. If you mess with a link when I drop it, you one of those ones that need to go to the mental hospital. You're sick. You're sick. Okay. And my grandmother used to say, the worst kind of person is my grandma used to say, the worst type of person is a pitiful person that don't even know that they pitiful. They don't even know they're pitiful. That's the pitifulest type of person that there is. When you're pitiful and you don't even know it. You pitiful. If you sit in somebody else's chat to hate on them because you don't like them, and to hack, to try to sabotage, you pitiful. Especially if you're an old ass person. Okay. But anyway, y'all, give me some questions. Y'all in the chat. I know I done ran it on. I done ran it on for like an hour and 20 minutes. Y'all know how I do it when I have a lot of passion. Okay. Come on. Let's talk. Y'all can come out the chat. I'm really cool people. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm one of the coolest people that you'll know because I don't have no BS up in my loins. Okay. I don't. We could talk about I don't talk about no craziness though. Like my nerves is bad. So I don't, when you get in here, you start talking about some craziness. I can't entertain that. So y'all, what's going on? It seems like it's starting to lighten up. The rain has subsided some. See, I was on here with y'all. I was supposed to be in the bed. When it rains, I like to be laid up in the bed, eating some cereal or drinking some coffee and looking at TV. That's how I am, child. Mm-hmm. But you know what, y'all? I guess I'm crazy. Because even, it says, although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. When some of my family members, because I had cousins that was mad, that was ready to blow. When that stuff was happening and the officers, the investigators and stuff was on here looking at some of these bloggers, especially that one. And they still do. They still do. It's funny because like 2 months ago, and I thought, I was like, okay, because when they close a case, they're supposed to tell you. The investigator reached out to me. It's like, I know you think we forgot. We ain't forgot. We still on it. We still on it. We still watching. Especially when a person has said that somebody, yeah, I guess the young dogs thing is bigger than what you would know. That's why I say a lot of bloggers got themselves involved in stuff that should not have. It's really weird. And I guess I'm so stubborn. Whenever the harder they would come at me, the harder I would go. I would go, okay, well, I wasn't gonna say nothing about this, but since they effing with me, see, I would have moved on because I was always trying to get into like my missing person shows and stuff. And when they would mess with me, I guess they thought they was scaring me, but it just made me mad. Bitch, I was raised in South Memphis. We walked on top of glass, bare feet. Okay. So when I would get mad, they was doing all types of shit. Oh, okay. They messing with me. I'm get ready to go ahead and talk about this. I'm get ready to talk about their asses even more. Whereas if they had left me alone, I would have went on into something else. Okay. I could see that they trying to test the waters again. They're trying to test the water again. But they better leave me alone. I still want to get, either I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil because I'm the baddest MF in the valley tatting on me. I tell you. But anyway, y'all, what's going on? And and let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is one of the reasons why I have a lot of respect for Coat Figure. Y'all know Coat Figure. One of the reasons why when they was messing with his channel, they took his channel down. Coat Figure is a real dude. Okay. He's one of the ones I have so much respect for. And so when that young lady reached out to me and what's so hurtful is a person told me that the person that, and I believed her when she told me from day one. But another person told me that recently that this person had said that he had her to the point of she was gonna do it to me. Isn't that something? That's why I say, although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Okay. And I reached out to Covington, but I'm glad God touched her heart to tell me the truth, tell me what was going on, what this dude was planning. I was so troubled by it. I was trying to wrap my mind around why would this man want to have some woman to try and kill me? So I reached out to Coat Figure, and I called him, and I told him about it. I really didn't say anything about it. I didn't get on here and talk about it for a very long time. And Coat Figure can attest to this. And what he said was, that's why I know that's a real dude. He said, wait a minute, sister. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to fast, and I'm gonna have to think about this. Cause even if this is true, he says, I gotta see what I don't know if he said the Almighty or something. He said I gotta fast, I gotta think about this. Because if this is true, if she don't do it, he could be trying to get somebody else to do it. And he was just real calm about it. And he was like, I'm gonna figure this out, because this right here is bad. He didn't egg me on. He was just real calm. He was just real calm about it, right? That's why I got a lot of respect for that dude. I do. That's the first thing he said. He said, I gotta fast. I gotta think about this, because this is bad right here. If this is true, this is bad. That's why I got a lot of respect for that dude. Shout out to Kofi. Hey, Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty, I ain't seen you in here in a minute. When I don't see Miss Kitty in here, I'm like, oh, Miss Kitty at? But I be knowing you're gonna come back, Miss Kitty. Thank you, Miss Kitty, for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Anyways, y'all. Anyways, I don't feel like getting off. I'm wired up. I'm drinking my coffee. I guess it's strong this morning. I'm wired up. I got up. Kawana, I'm sorry. I did. I got up, and the first song that came to my mind, God's Got a Blessing with Your Name on it. That's the song that I uploaded. And I got up and I started making coffee and washing a few little dishes that was in the sink. And that's what I was singing. As soon as I got up, God's Got a Blessing. That's the song that was in my head. I started singing. I was like, let me upload this song when I sat down and started drinking my coffee to share with my subscribers. I was like, I guess that's something that God wanted for me to let you all know, that God has a blessing with your name on it. Because that's the song that was in my head this morning. Had me all happy and singing and stuff. And y'all, listen, y'all. I know folks be getting mad. I say that in the heat of the moment. Okay, I'm not being arrogant when I say I'm the queen child, because they done killed Dolph because he said he was the king child. We all queens and kings. Okay, everybody. It's the way you carry yourself. Everybody is a queen and a king. Ooh, child, please don't shoot. Child, you can't even think you nothing around here. Where they killed Dolph because Dolph said, I'm a king, daddy or a king. Fizzle and them, they kings. Everybody had to carry themselves like kings. Them folks that got mad and shot the guy and killed him. So I'm sure it's probably with some emotions. And she said she a queen, and I carry myself like I'm a peasant. Well, then you need to be a queen then, okay? I was supposed to go to yoga this morning, and it started storming and they canceled. I was ready to stretch it out. Y'all, yoga is good. Go ahead and stretch out some of them bones. Might get rid of some of the damn arthritis some of y'all got in your damn legs and bones and shit because you ain't stretching. Go to the yoga and go to the Pilates and stretch, bend over. I like yoga. Hey, OG Snake Spotter. Some people don't like to move. You feel you feel so much better if you bend over and start stretching. I think that yoga will help you get rid of that arthritis. It starts stretching your bones. You'll be able to lift your legs up again. Ladies, you'll be able to lift up your legs again. Your husband will be a real happy man. Okay. Some of you done got so stiff you can't even stand for him to pull your leg up. The Black Barber says, sorry, Tams. And the chat, I just realized that I'm about 5 or 10 minutes behind with my comments, but I mean that what I said, I missed it. The Black Barber says, but you know what you know, and oh. Oh, just next spot said, preach, Miss. You all make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Pilates is almost similar to yoga. It's strength training too. I love Pilates. I like Pilates. If I had to choose, I like Pilates better. But I like yoga too because I feel so good after I do yoga and I'm stretching and all of that. Yeah, I feel a lot better when I'm stretching and all of that good stuff. It helps. Yeah. Do some Pilates. It's strength training also. It's real similar to yoga. Stop eating a lot of sugar. I'm gonna tell y'all something. No, I'm gonna tell y'all something I did, and I am guilty. I did it 2 times this week. So we were over on Airways earlier this week, and I ended up stopping at Makita's cookie shop, and I went in. Well, we went in rather. We went in. Me and 2 more other federal employees, and we got that. I wanted, for some reason I was looking at that. I saw the strawberry cookie and I saw the lemon cookie, and I always like their butter cookies. And y'all know, I don't know, it just became popular when they send Dolph ordered a strawberry cookie and a lemon cookie. So I saw that strawberry cookie and I saw that lemon cookie, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. And I asked the young lady that was working behind I was like, how does this strawberry cookie taste? How did this strawberry? She was like, I don't like strawberry. She said, I'm a lemon person though. I love lemon cakes and stuff. And so I said, I'm gonna get a butter cookie, because she was like, it's 3 for $7. It was the real big one. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and just get 3 for $7 and some. So I got the strawberry, and I got the lemon, and I got the butter cookie. So I started eating a lemon cookie, and it was so freaking good. And then I was like, dog, I should have got another one of those. And I don't know, I got real curious about the strawberry cookies. So I started eating, I ate a piece of the strawberry. I was like, dog, it tastes like lemon and strawberry cakes. It was so freaking good. And so when I was downtown yesterday, right before I drove past that FedEx Forum, I stopped at, I couldn't find where the Makitas was downtown. I couldn't find it. But I saw the Butterifics. So I stopped at the Butterifics. I was like, I wonder if they got that strawberry and that lemon cookie. So I went into the Butterifics and got another strawberry and lemon cookie. Y'all, it was really good. It is. It's really good. And I know y'all, I know I'm talking about my yoga and my Pilates, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's certain times of the month that we as women crave sweet stuff. Okay. It's certain times of the month that we crave sweet stuff, and I just couldn't help myself. And so when I went into Butterifics, they really just did me in because they had 5 cookies. They had 5 cookies for $10. I said, oh my God, Lord. So I asked, he was like, any, just get in it, or you can mix them up. We run a special today, any 5 you want. And it was the real big ones for $10. I said, oh my God. Y'all, you have to indulge sometimes. Okay. It'll be back to regular next week. Okay. I'll be back to regular next week. My body's just craving sweet stuff. Y'all know I'm transparent on here. So I mean, why would I try to hide anything here? We all women, and you men done been around your mamas and your women and your daughters your whole damn life. So I'm not saying nothing like, ugh. I mean, we all know, okay. My greedy sugar and head self would have gotten both the lemon, and I did. I got the lemon and the strawberry and the butter. I got a lemon and a strawberry and a butter. He says, I ain't gonna say a word about the hitbox yoga. TT time. Y'all, Mr. Parker is Mr. Parker something else with his self. Anyways, y'all, what else y'all want to talk about? I'm in a chatty mood today. Let's talk. We already talked about the subject. Pastor Ricky Floyd, we straightened that out. We talked about the guy down in Covington, and now we're just talking. So what else y'all want to talk about? I hope I didn't run Miss Kawana off. She said she don't like to hear me cussing. I'm sorry, Kawana. It be slipping out sometimes. Oh. I'm having to stretch it out myself. I said I was gonna start taking my little grandbaby with me to yoga. She needs to start stretching her little fat self. Thank you, Latoya, for becoming a new member. Good morning. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. Good morning, Miss Cindy. Let's see. We have 3 super chats, so we really just need 7. Okay. Well, just about everyone in here knows my mouth. So scroll when you see my comments. It's 75 people in here, y'all. What else do you all want to talk about? I'm gonna be on a few more minutes. What else y'all want to talk about? Thank you, the Black Barbie, for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Oh, Vivica's BBL. Oh, y'all, why Vivica Fox go and get that BBL? Thank you, Latoya, for the $5 super stick. Shout out to Los Angeles. Shout out to Los Angeles. You all, Vivica Fox, when it got a BB, Vivica Fox used to be so beautiful. She was so pretty. I wonder why she started going to get those injections in her face, and then she went and get a booty. Now Vivica Fox got enough money, whereas she could have. That's true. Some people can't accept age, and Vivica Fox got enough money where she could have got a better BBL than what she got. She look a hot mess. But you have to think about Vivica Fox always has small legs and stuff. I mean, so why you gonna go get a big butt and you got small bird legs and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. I hate that Vivica, because she's 60 something years old, right? So yeah, she is having a hard time with age, and she used to be so beautiful. She should have just let herself age, because when they start getting those injections, they start looking like cats. All of them look just like cats in the face. I mean, and you can't defy age. It ain't a damn thing they can do with that wrinkled up ass neck. They can get the face, they could try to get the wrinkles out the face and stretch their skin, and they look like cats, but they can't do a damn thing with them wrinkled up ass neck and them fingers and hands. It's gonna give it away every time. Kevin says, good morning, everyone. Miss Marion was able to secure a medium high profile lawyer, but needs a GoFundMe to bail out. That's, hey, isn't that something? He might have taken the case on a contingency. Well, she's 60 something now. She wants to settle down. And, oh wow. Well, listen, it seemed like to me, I was talking to somebody about this. It seemed like to me Vivica hadn't been right since 50 cents. I don't know why she wasn't able to get over 50. When she was with 50, she was still, fairly young. She should have just got her a man then. I think 50 was too young for it anyways. But it seemed like to me she ain't been right. 50 Cent did a number on her when he was telling everybody that she was eating his booty. And 50 was wrong for that. He shouldn't have told folks that. It ain't about her not accepting aging. She refuses to acknowledge that she is 60 and single because of her attitude. She doesn't want to curb that nasty attitude. Well, yeah, they do say she got a real nasty attitude. And so I think that's one of the reasons why they become sugar mamas. They're able to go get them escorts. They get them escorts. They start because y'all know Patti LaBelle is in her 70s, almost like 80 years old, and she got a boyfriend like 38, 39. Now, what is Patti LaBelle doing with what are they doing? That's what I want to know. What is Patti LaBelle doing? He's younger than her son with a 38, 39-year-old guy. I'm trying to figure out what are they doing. 50 left her because she played in his face about his hopes and dreams, the same hopes and dreams he fulfilled. He would tell her about him and she would shit on his dreams. Mr. Parker, how you know? You heard him say that? The Black Barber says, how about Lionel Richie nuts are up under his collar from his face being steamed? Lionel Richie been going to get his face done? Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Now the men going and getting, he said it. Oh, okay. So now the men are going to get in face. Oh, mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, okay. I hear you, Mr. Parker. I hear you. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I hate that for Vivica. Some women just don't, but she done went and got a BBL. Why did Vivica get a BBL with her booty bounce or something? Some of them girls get those BBLs and they ass be bouncing. Vivica's look stiff. And she got the money to get a good BBL. He said they getting a freak on. He's talking about Patti LaBelle and the 38-year-old, her 38-year-old boyfriend. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. And my grandma used to say, and this is what my grandmother used to say. My grandma was an old country woman. So don't y'all say nothing bad about my grandma. My grandmother used to say that when you get to be like 70 something, like 70 something years old, your vajayjay is supposed to be rededicated back to God. And my grandma had a husband, and she said it's supposed to be rededicated back to God. It ain't even supposed to be used no more. Now that's what she said. Um, He says, look how beautiful Lil' Kim used to look. And yeah, Lil' Kim really, and her daughter looks just like she used to look. But Lil' Kim looks a mess. Ooh, ooh, y'all, ooh. Yeah, y'all mentioned Lil' Kim. That just made me sick on the stomach. Y'all see how terrible Lil' Kim look. Ooh, Lord Jesus, God help us all. I just get to thinking about that. What did they do to her? She need to sue them. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Oh, God help us. Let me pull Lil' Kim up, y'all. She looks terrible. And Lil' Kim used to be so pretty. Woo, Lord Jesus. It almost looked like they took a whole face and just put it on her. Looks like fur on her face. Shit. Hold on. I mean, she was a pretty chocolate girl. Oh God. That's why you have to, we knew she was insecure about herself. When she started she was wearing blue eyes, even back then, blue eyes. Look at how pretty she was. She was brown skin and she was pretty. This is her transformation. This when she first started messing with her face. We saw when she first started messing with her face, she started bleaching her skin too. Sure do too, pretty Miss Kitty. Ari. Uh-huh. Sure do. And see, they made them think back then being dark skinned, because see, she's dark right there. They made them think being dark skinned, you couldn't make it in the industry. And everybody want to be chocolate. I'm just telling you that right now. That's why they goes and go sit up in the sauna and get burned up, had them to darken their skin. So I've never had any issues with being chocolate. Okay. I loves it. The skin be glowing and popping and all of that. I mean, I was always told I was dark and lovely growing up. So I mean, I don't know about these folks that have issues with being dark skinned. My cousins, my older cousins, that's what they always call me, dark and lovely. So um Kevin says Patty needs to be stopped getting Indian head nickels knocked out of her treasure chest. Patty LaBelle got her 38-year-old man. Lord have mercy. Like I said, I hope he don't hurt Patty too bad. But I'm sure, he bought. So he doing whatever she say do, as far as how when they in bed, she probably do it this way, do it that way. You can't lift my leg too high. You might break my bone. He knows he's perfected it because he's paid to perfect it. But I hate look at natural beauty. That's what. Yeah, I'm gonna tell. Listen, even back then, when I was like when I first started wearing like weave and stuff, I was like 16, 17 years old. My very first boyfriend, straight up out of the streets of South Memphis, around Parkway. He used to always say, where it was not girls wore nothing but weave and makeup and all of that. He used to always say, what's that shit in your head? I don't like it when you wear weave and makeup. Even back then, even street guys, they didn't like girls wearing all of that makeup caked up and stuff on their face. No weave, no makeup, nothing like that. So you're right, they do like natural. At least they know what you look like. Because see, when you wear all the makeup and weave and stuff, and you wake up the next morning, he might scream because it wears off when you go to sleep at night. Be all on the cover. He see how you really look. He might get up and run. So it's best for him to see what you look like, anyways. Michael Jackson was so. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I used to be so in love with Michael Jackson when he was black. When Michael Jackson was black, he was so fine, wasn't he? He was so fine when he was black. I loved him. I used to want him to be my husband. Hold on. Yeah, this is when I was in love with him. Oh, hell no, this look him. Now, this is when I was in love with Michael Jackson, and I used to always say I want him to be my husband. When he was that brown, that sexy brown. He was that sexy brown right there. When he did Thriller, I was in love with him. And y'all know it was a shock, wasn't it, when Michael Jackson came back out and he was on the cover of Bad. That's when he started going light skin. Remember that? He started going light skin. He should have stopped right there, but he ended up turning lily white. But he was so right here. Oh my God. Oh, when he was black, that was a sexy black man. He was so sexy. But when he turned white, he went, and I'm not saying just because he turned white, he would, it was in there. But when he went, he didn't look good to me no more. He should have stayed a black man. When he turned white, I didn't want him no more. When he turned white, I didn't want him no more. See, he looked like a thug. He looked like he had a little street in him right there. He looked like he had a little street in him. We know he didn't have an ounce of nothing in him right here. Okay. Look like a white man from the backwoods, right? She said Prince was her husband. Y'all gonna laugh. I used to want Jermaine Jackson to be my husband. I'm trying to understand how Jermaine Jackson get his hair gel down like that now. He got a Jerry curl with finger waves. I don't know what's going on with Jermaine, but he used to be fine too. And I used to like Jackie too. I used to like Jackie Jackson too. I never liked Randy and Marlon. Okay, I never liked those two. See, Jermaine was fine. Jermaine was fine right here. He was fine right there. He was fine right there. He was fine right there. Ooh! He was so fine right there. And then he went and got finger waves. I don't know what in the hell going on right here. He got a Jerry curl on top with finger waves on the bottom. He got a Jerry curl on top and finger waves on the bottom. A hot mess. He said Glow has come. Yeah, Glorilla has come a long way. I want to see Glorilla do really well. I think that she is talented. She's talented because I like that song, Let Her Cook. I like that song. She's giving ass face. What is it? She's giving ass face, titties, her. She sounds just like the girls in Memphis. Her. I said, Lord, yes, God. She is. And that's how they say it in North Memphis, because we don't say it in South Memphis like that. Her. So she definitely out of North Memphis. What's Cypress at? We say hair. Ghetto and all, okay? In South Memphis, hair. We know when they from North Memphis, her. But I hope Glorilla don't keep look, they say I be throwing salt on people from North Memphis. I love folks from North Memphis. My daughter's dad from North Memphis. He messed it up for any other man in North Memphis. I stayed out of North Memphis after him, child. Never again. I never wanted another one. He says, more beautiful without makeup, her eyes. He says, pull up Janice from the Muffets. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. That looks like Lil Kim. Lord have mercy. Just like Lil Kim. Just like Lil Kim. Whatever, Mr. Parker. See, if I had known you was getting ready to try to talk about all women, I never would have pulled it up. You tricked me. Daryl said, don't do North Memphis. Okay, I ain't gonna do North Memphis, Daryl. Well, I ain't gonna talk about North Memphis. I'll just talk about him. That's not how we don't wear our lashes that long. Mr. Parker, hot mess. Oh, y'all, I'm so happy I don't have nothing to do today. Do I have anything to do today? No. Oh, I get to be at home all day today, y'all. Oh my God, Lord, thank you. Probably get out go check on my mom today because she ain't feeling good. I'm about sick of her being hard headed too. I called her this morning. She wouldn't answer the phone because I told her, I said, if you still sick on the weekend, I'm coming to get you and I'm taking you to the hospital. It's like, you're not my mama. You're not going to take me to the hospital. So when I started calling her this morning, she didn't want to answer the phone. And I just kept ringing and ringing because I turned into a fanatic. I kept ringing and ringing and ringing until she got sick of the phone and had to answer it. I said, are you still sick, lady? No. And then gonna start coughing. I said, yeah, you still sick. I might be over there later on. And if I come over there, you're going to the doctor. You're going to the hospital. So I'm like, you're not gonna make me go nowhere. So I might go check on my mother. So that if I get over there and she looking bad, she going to the hospital. I was coughing and stuff yesterday. I wasn't feeling good either, really. This weather is crazy. Anyways. Whatever, Mr. Parker. Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, what else y'all want to talk about? I kind of don't want to get off because I kind of don't want to get off because it ain't nothing else to do. It's raining. It's raining. Now it has stopped raining real hard, but I mean it's raining. Mr. Parker, don't be sitting up talking about women. Yeah. They said this rain is supposed to take the weather. Now, Steven said that I know that's right, the Black Barbie. Steven said that it's storming down in Steven said that it's a storm or something going on down in Alabama. So I think Memphis got a lot of whatever that storm is that's going on down there in Alabama. Hey y'all, hit the like button for me. I'm looking. That's right. That's right, the Black Barbie. I was looking at my email, Mr. Parker. Leave me alone. I was looking at my email. I saw where I had some emails to come through, so I started reading them. That's what I'm doing. The Black Barber says men are just mad because we have so many different ways of transforming and looking beautiful. So they think that we're doing it for someone else, but it's just for them. It's just for them too, unfortunately. I think Mr. Parker's talking about women that wear real long eyelashes and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Some women can wear long eyelashes and they look real cute. You know, sometimes they can be too long, but they can wear long eyelashes and they look cute. Okay. Yeah, hit the like button for me. Y'all, what else y'all want to talk about now? What else we talking about? Emmanuel. Mm. Mm-mm. Y'all, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm doing something right quick. Okay, I think I want that one. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so it has to be that one. Yeah, hold on. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to do something right quick, y'all. Anyways, men are just mad because we have. She says, "I know you ain't shopping." First of all, men aren't mad at all. We no longer care because y'all don't care what we think. That's why most men don't f on women, but won't most men just f on women but won't marry them because so many women want to portray masculine energy. Well, see, a lot of women can change that too, Mr. Parker, by not just allowing men to. If you've been with a man for 2 years and he hadn't proposed to you, you probably need to move on. Probably need to go on and move on with your life because the goal should always be marriage, right? Mm. Hold on, you all. Mm. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Is there any other information on Ronnie and his daughter? You know what? I don't know. You know what? I vlogged on little Ronnie and his daughter for a few days, but I don't really I had not really kept up with that. Because you know, it's down there in Dallas. And I think at this point was you know, people from out of Dallas or whatever, they might know some people that know about that because it's not a lot that's really being reported in the news. So um so I don't really know. I vlogged on it in the beginning when it was new, when it was the information and stuff was out in the news, but now I think it's probably he say she say stuff or was people that know somebody that's you know might have been close to Lil Ronnie, might maybe it's a war going on or back and forth. You know, I don't know. So I hadn't really kept up with that a whole lot. I don't know if they've had the funeral yet or what. Yeah, I don't know if they have the shooters yet or what. I mean, they do have the shooters. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm looking at this thing right. Ooh, oh Lord, that is so freaking beautiful. I think I like this one. Let's see. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all, what else we talking about? Y'all, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. but quick to tell other folks about shopping the deal. I'm not shopping. I'm looking at listen, I'm looking at an email. I'm looking at an email that somebody sent me about something. Okay. That's what I'm looking at. The Black Barber says Angie Stone's funeral is today. And also it's been videos where her daughter has been asking for money or GoFundMe, and that is really ridiculous because her mom was already taking care of her. Yeah, I'm sure Angie Stone had some insurance and stuff. So I hope they get that worked out. I hope she got some insurance. And I'm sure she left whatever she had. I'm sure she left a lot of stuff to her children. It seems to me, I hope her daughter knows how to handle her mom's fortune. I do. Now, Angie Stone said she wasn't as rich as she should be. She said she wasn't as rich as she should be because it was taking a lot of her money. Okay. So they said her daughter was real disrespectful. Yeah, they said she was really disrespectful. She was really disrespectful to her mom. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Oh wow, I like that. Ooh. Hmm. The record companies was taking her money. The record companies was taking her money. So what they're saying about her children, oh, okay, Last Laugh says what they're saying about her kids is a lie. Last Laugh says that. Now I saw where her daughter had gone live. Let me see if I can pull it up. Her daughter went live and says that people was asking if they could donate some money, and that's why she was giving out the Cash App. Let's see. Let's see, Angie Stone daughter. Oh my, she looks so beautiful. Diamond looks just like her mom. And I think her daughter can sing just like her. Okay, here it is right here. I think her daughter has a voice just like her mom. I think. Let's see. Here it is.
Stuff on the internet, but I'm not in internet mode. I posted my Cash App today because people were asking where they could send money to us. Because of all the scams and all the things that's been going on, I posted my Cash App. If you want to donate, donate. If you don't. All that negative, where her money at, why she doing this, it don't fucking matter why I'm doing it. Some of y'all have no respect for the dead or their family. Some of y'all have no idea what we going through. So I'm saying this one time and one time only. If you don't want to send no fucking money, keep your nasty ass comments to yourself. Because now ain't the time, nor the place. And anybody who know me know I go 10 toes about mine. So if you don't want to send nothing, don't. We don't need you to send nothing, but if you want to, feel free. I'm living my worst nightmare. And people dragging my name, my brother, like, go to hell. And God bless at the same time. I shared my mama with the world. Y'all lost a celebrity. Y'all lost an artist. I lost my mama. And I don't give a damn how nobody feel. Because that's my mama. Mine. And I wasn't going to address this. I wasn't going to say nothing. But some of y'all comments are downright vile and disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourself. But God ain't sleep and he ain't dead. And karma can spin the block for you at any moment. Be careful what you speak out of your mouth. Be very careful of the things you say. Because it could be you. So again, the Cash App is not a scam. It is my Cash App. If you want to send something, I welcome it. If you don't, you do not have to. We good. But that's for people who was asking.
It's Angie Stone's daughter.
Now y'all have a blessed night.
That's Angie Stone's daughter, Diamond. Yeah, that was Angie Stone's daughter, Diamond. She was addressing people saying that she, asking for cash apps or something. No, that's Angie Stone's daughter. Mm-hmm. Anyways, y'all. What else been going on in the YouTube streets? Has anything else been going on? Somebody came in and said, it'd be a lot of stuff going on in the YouTube streets. They said they guess I just want to see negative stuff. That's what they said. I said, okay. Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, when they said Orange Mound, did they say Orange Mound court date been changed? Did somebody say that? I think somebody came in earlier and said his court date been changed. But I mean that's not abnormal for it to be changed. I'm gonna tell you that right now because I think they give them up to like 3 times. Somebody said his court date been changed. Um, be quiet, boy. I should do a meet and greet. I mean, it wasn't. I thought about. Let me tell you something. I thought about doing like. I almost thought about doing like networking events, like at my studio, where I could have like business people, like business owners, to come over and people just like meet and greet. Um, I think that's a good way of networking, a good way of promoting your business. Have somebody like a city official to come in to talk about how to promote your business, or a successful business owner are ready to come in to talk about, giving you nuggets. Um, have people come in promoting what they have going on, get me some sponsors and stuff like that. But hell, I mean that would be a good thing. But then I got to thinking about, I mean, it's you can't have you just unfortunately like around the Memphis area, people turn stuff into a shit show. Um and and until that is like up under control. And I don't really think nobody in Memphis has a reason to want to try to do anything to me. I mean, if they did, I wouldn't be walking around Memphis. But I don't know. It's like you kind of, and until, what's the word I'm looking for? Until some of those spirits that's willing to do anything, and I'm not talking about just kill. I'm just saying willing to try and infiltrate and come up in there so that they could report back to a vlogger. Um, until a lot of those spirits are called into submission, I don't really feel comfortable with doing it. Cause see, I will be genuinely wanting to open my doors up. I'm talking about in my studio to people that really want to network. Okay. Or people that's interested in getting into business, um, hearing about taking nuggets on a whole lot of stuff. I would be genuinely interested in that. So She jumped on Angie. Are you saying that her daughter beat her up? What is she asking for? I believe that she's still trying to benefit off of her mother. Yes, they may be hurt, but she's still full of game. Well, I'm sure her mom left her some money. I hope she manages that, because one thing about money, it will go like water. It's so easy to, it's hard to get, but it's so easy to get rid of if you ain't careful. So you have to be careful about how you spend money. And that's the God's truth. Be quiet. Hell, you're going to get a whooping. Mm. I may be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong, but I don't think when people capitalize off of situations, and most definitely situations like this, if it's that what's going on. Yeah. Well, like I said, I hate that happened to Angie Stone. I do. I really do. I hate that. Oh. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get off here. Yeah, I might get back on later because I don't really have anything to do. But I'm getting ready to kind of chill around the house for a little while, and then I'm gonna get back on later. We don't want to make the lives too long, so I'll get back on later today. Okay, I appreciate y'all for getting on with me this morning. Okay, I'll talk to you later.